Hi everyone, so tomorrow we're off to Dorney to take part in my first race. Yeah, I suppose it is my first race of the season? Not sure if I can even call it that. To me this is an off season. Anyway, just all a bit weird and a bit surreal, but yeah, it's going to be my first multi-sport race this year over in Dorney Lake. I'm taking part in a sprint triathlon. You join me the night before. I'm getting all my gear ready and we're heading off there in the morning. I haven't really managed to prepare for this in the sense of carrying out any research into the type of gear I should be wearing for these kind of races. They're in the winter and I'm not used to obviously competing in multi-sport at this time of the year, so I do need to factor in a little bit about how I'm going to manage with the cold. But what else do I need other than a bike, some running trainers and the gear to race in? So the weather tomorrow looks dry, which is a bonus. It doesn't look like we're going to have any rain. I think the rain has been saved for Sunday, so fingers crossed it stays like that. So ultimately it really is just about dealing with the cold, and the way that I think I'm going to tackle this, I'm going to wear a tri-suit, sleeve tri-suit, and then I think what I will do is put a base layer underneath that. So I should have enough warmth that area, and then I think I'm going to hit some gloves for the bike as well, because your hands being cold on the aero bars. And I complete my runs on the triathlon with socks on, so I think I'll just wear socks for the whole thing. I think I'm going to take my Castelli jacket, my one that is fairly aero, just in case. I don't know if I'll need that, but at least I've got another layer there if I need it and I'm too cold. Hopefully that should be it. So that's it. I think I'm more or less ready for tomorrow. Just taking the bike outside the house and just took it for a little spin up and down. Did probably about 20 times up and down. Just checking it really, because I've not used the tri bike at all this season. All I've been using it is on the turbo in there, so I wanted to make sure that was alright. Flipped over one of the wheels. I did consider using the road bike, but I couldn't be bothered to change over all the carbon pads and everything, so I'm going that race bike. It's only 20k. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's okay. I'm sure it will be. I'm a little bit more confident now that I've taken it up and down the road. It seems like it's absolutely fine. So that's about it. You'll hear from me tomorrow. Morning everyone, welcome to race morning. Pretty early, so start the day off with the usual race breakfast, which is porridge and a coffee. We get the car packed up and then probably head off about 6:30. Should give me enough time to get there, get my gear on, get my transition area racked and ready to race. So we're not long arrived. I've just picked up my stuff from HQ, number 86, and it's raining. Lovely. Raining. We haven't got long, so I've got about 45 minutes or so, so I'm going to need to get into transition and set up. Today's event is sponsored by Sundried, and I've mentioned before that I am an ambassador for them. Really good gear over on their website. I'll stick a link below, but you can get 50% off any item on that they have just by using the code Danny. So get over, check them out. Now, I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to film today, to be honest, because, yeah, it's difficult. I've got the GoPro with me. I'll try and stick that on the bike, try and get some footage there. But I might now be catching up with you probably after the race. And that's the race done. So I quite enjoyed that. It didn't rain. It was cold, but it wasn't horribly cold. The first lap of the run was nice because the wind wasn't there, but the second lap really noticeable. Coming at 1:28. You know, I came into this with no expectations, no targets or anything like that. It was more about just turning up and having the chance to race and enjoy it, and and that's what I got from it, and I really did enjoy today. It was a nice small event, really well run. All the events over at Dorney Lake, pretty easy, you know, all on a closed circuit, so you don't have to worry about traffic or anything like that, which is nice. But overall, really pleased to get out and race. It's really nice to do that. And so I'm going to just finish up now, get changed, grab a coffee before I go, and then head back home and enjoy the rest of the weekend.